In today's video, I'll help you further understand some of the important FDA rules around medical devices. Hi, I'm Michael H. Cohen. I'm founding attorney of the Cohen Healthcare Law Group. We help healthcare industry clients just like you navigate healthcare and wellness and FDA legal issues and launch or continue to scale their health and wellness product or service. Normally, we help medical device clients at the early phase, which is when they're first launching and trying to decide whether they even have a medical device that's regulated as such by FDA. So here are some key legal rules you want to know at this early phase of a medical device. In general, FDA may classify a given health product as any one of the following. Number 1, a food or dietary supplement. 2, a drug. 3, a medical device. 4, radiation-emitting product. 5, a vaccine, blood, or biologic. 6, an animal or veterinary product. 7, a cosmetic, or 8, a tobacco product. Now, while these various kinds of product obviously have different statutory definitions, different regulations, FDA gives some common examples to clarify use. For example, drugs, you might think of prescription and non-prescription drugs. For medical devices, tongue depressors, biologics, vaccines, and blood products. Classification depends in large part on intended use, i.e. the way in which FDA can reasonably conclude, based on the product labeling, which is everything, that the manufacturer intends the product to be used a certain way. So again, labeling means not only the label on the box, but also any written or printed or graphic material accompanying the product. This includes the website, this includes social media sites. Today, again, we're just talking about medical devices. The key difference between a medical device on one hand and a drug on the other is this. If the product achieves its primary intended purpose through chemical action within or on the body, and it's metabolized by the body, it will likely either be deemed a human drug or a biological product like aspirin or a vaccine. Now, all medical devices are subject under FDA rules to establishment, registration, medical device listing, quality system regulation, labeling requirements, medical device reporting, and other controls. So the first thing you need to know is, do I even have a medical device? Because that's a lot of regulation. And then after that, you need to know whether you have a Class 1 device, which is the lowest risk, Class 3, which is the highest, or Class 2, which is in between. Examples of Class 1 devices are enema kits and elastic bandages. Examples of Class 2 devices are powered wheelchairs. Now, the next important rule is that unless the medical device is exempt, then the device either requires pre-market approval, also known as PMA, or it must be substantially equivalent to what's called a predicate device, and thus is clear. A lot of language, but again, there's PMA versus clear. The process of getting cleared by showing substantial equivalence to a predicate device requires submitting what's known as a 510(k) submission to FDA. Now, most Class 2 devices have to be cleared, while most Class 3 devices must be approved through a PMA. Examples of exempt devices include things like manual stethoscopes, mercury thermometers, powered heating pads, and bedpans, things you use every day, or it might be used in the hospital every day. But still, the manufacturer has to register their establishment and list the product with FDA. So as you can see, again, once you have a medical device, a lot is involved. So the easiest and most fun route is to determine that your product is likely to be a general wellness product and thus is not subject to medical device regulation. In the first place, we have other blogs on our website that talk about general wellness products. What I want to say is, if the product is an instrument, apparatus, a machine, which among other things is intended for use in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease, then that's the definition of a medical device. Covered a lot of ground here. We thank you for watching. Please come to us with your questions. Click on the link below, cohenhealthcarelaw.com/contact, to send us a message or book an appointment. Here's to the success of your healthcare venture. We truly look forward to connecting with you again very soon.